Hey guys, it's Miss Maud, and today's video is going to be a little different from what I usually do. First off, you can see me. That's pretty new. Hey, we're ignoring my room, by the way. But today's video is a little bit different because I just recently had a video come out, and it was about the Instagram problem, and I wanted to take a step further with that. Also, ignore my camera moving like that. Just ignore it. Anyways, I wanted to take a step further and start interviewing people who lost their accounts. People who are in the dark right now. They don't know what's going on. They want answers, and I'm hoping I can provide those answers and give some awareness to you guys. So, hopefully after all this research, because I'm doing this intro before, I get enough information. Let's see how it goes. And stay tuned. It might be a little bit different from what I do, but I'm going to try my best to edit it to make it good and entertaining a little bit. I've never really done these kinds of videos before, so I cannot promise it's going to be the most entertaining thing you've ever seen. But spreading awareness is important, and that is what I am here to do today. So let's go. Okay, so for this interview, it's a bit of a different case. This person wasn't really big about Instagram, but what happened was they ended up losing their Facebook. So the first person I'm talking about, they contacted me on Reddit from this post I made. It said, "Did you lose your account and want to speak out about it? I'm interviewing people on my YouTube channel." I explained what I'm doing. This is literally what the video I'm recording right now is. So they sent me a message. It said, "Hi there, so my Facebook account was banned on May 14th due to CSE, which if you don't understand what that stands for, I will put that on the screen real quick because that's what they mean without having to say it. And all my Meta accounts linked to it were also taken down as a result, Instagram and Threads. I've also been noticing the AI ban wave is getting worse now with Instagram users and content creators being banned for that same reason." So I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I haven't heard many people losing Facebook, so this is new information to me." There were some cases around last month on this other group. I did not get a chance to look that up. I will do more research later. I asked them, "Hey, would you mind doing an interview about this?" And so they agreed to it, and then we get to the interview when I did interview them. So first I want to ask what you used more, Facebook or Instagram? I used Facebook daily, though on occasion Instagram and Threads. Alright, when did you start using Facebook? December 2011. And did you mostly use Facebook to see stuff online, or did you often post things yourself? Mostly to see stuff online, though this year I wanted to post daily as a change. I see. What did you enjoy most about Facebook? Watching memes and knowing friends along the way. It's the main social media platform in my country. What were your first thoughts of Facebook and Instagram? Back then it was like, cool, I can interact more with my schoolmates. Especially since at the time you could play online games on Facebook, share and help others on those games. Instagram was more or less, it exists, probably won't use it much. It was nice to see some funny videos there before Reels. Alright, now tell me in as much detail as you can what happened the day you lost your account and the emotions you felt. I was in shock. It happened during my sleep hours, 5 a.m. I didn't notice it until I woke up. I was trying to do a quick scroll on Facebook before breakfast, but then it logs off my phone. I immediately turned on my PC to see what happened, and two things happened. First, login suspicious activity, and then the CSE suspicions. They happened at the same time. I managed to resolve the former resetting my password. Then the "we suspended your account" message happened due to the CSE. Out of desperation, I appealed since that's a serious allegation. I was like, all I did was daily post an anime character. Did they mistakenly see that as a kid or something? When the appeal was rejected, that was it. My account was gone. I was very devastated. During the first week, I was very sad and I ate less than usual, trying not to think too much about it and seeking for answers. I looked up to Reddit. I saw cases flooding daily. It made me feel a bit better that I wasn't alone. That being said, being accused of CSE, I was like, what the hell? I was confused on how AI can interpret an anime character as something of that level. What is your plan of action against Meta right now, and do you have any advice for anyone? There's nothing I can do since I live in a third world country. People in the US and EU have it better with small claims and stuff. Then their answer to the advice was, AI can be a double-edged sword, but no matter its evolution, it always needs human intervention. There will always be false positives everywhere. And that is the advice they left with us. So, the thing I want to note the most about this is I was unaware that it was happening with Facebook or whatever too. I mean, that makes sense. Someone else who lost their account, their Facebook was still completely fine. That part is a little confusing to me, but I do understand the losing the threads as well. The allegations, the one connection I'm seeing is that almost all these people who are losing accounts are due to the CSE. I don't know if the AI is just specifically giving everyone that one for absolutely no reason. They said themselves that all they did was daily post an anime character. You know, I don't know what the anime character was. I might have to ask them, but like, that's where things are iffy. Like, okay, why that? And why an allegation as crazy as that too? You can't just accuse someone like that and take away their account like that. Meta, okay, I get it if it's an actual report, I understand that, but your AI is just telling everyone that that's what they're doing, and then the people who are actually doing it are getting away with it. That's just unfair, first off, and something needs to be done about that. That is my first review, my first interviewer. I don't know if I'm gonna do the camera thing for every time, but I figured I would do it this time. So let's go on to the next one. AI can be a double-edged sword, but no matter its evaluation. Hold on. I would never go over here and try to say definition. Evolution. AI can be a double-edged sword, but no matter its evolution. It's evolution. The next person I interviewed was someone that I think we know quite well, a very close friend of mine, and they were very big on Instagram too. So if you guys know me from Instagram, you would know her. When I heard her account got taken away, I was really upset, and she was the first one that I heard lost their account. When they lost theirs is when I realized this was an issue. I didn't know what was going on before then. The person I'm talking about today is Madelaine Chun. Madelaine Chun was an artist. If you don't know who she is, I will just give you a little rundown. I will show some art on the screen. She really loved Miku, Doki Doki. She had her own OC, like, you know, persona kind of thing, and that character had a story. And she did commission. She loved giving her art to other people. She loved helping people, letting people get creative and bringing it out through her art. She mainly got popular due to doing the Doki Doki videos. She would do reels of making them. She just really engaged with her community. And I always admired that about her, and I will always admire her for that. And I mean, over time, her and I grew closer. This is something I drew for her birthday. The sprite I have, this one right here, she made that for me. That is her art that you guys are seeing in almost all of my videos. This is her. This was her art. And that's why it means so much to me. And not only did she make the art for the sprites, she also helped me design Olivia. Yes, Olivia was designed a little bit here, but this was the first official art of Olivia. This is when I wanted Madelaine to become my artist. After that, she made all the sprites for my game. I would not be where I am today. I would not have my game or anything if it was not for her. I appreciate her so much. And she understands me and my crazy ideas, and she's so flexible, and we can just talk to each other. It's not always business this, business that. We can have conversations. And it was just really nice having her around. That's the thing. Even when she became a big account with like 14,000, she would still make time to talk to the people who she grew close with. She'd take time to talk to her audience. A lot of people, when they get big, they just forget to talk to people, and it sucks. And I really hope we can figure out this account thing, especially for her. If you still want to find her, she does TikTok and stuff. She has YouTube, all of this stuff over here. I can link some of that down in the description. But I also had a chance to interview her and get her thoughts on everything. Understand, what's going on here, why it's upsetting, all of that, And the questions are going to seem the same because I'm asking everyone the same questions. When did you start Instagram? Can't remember the exact month, but I made my account in 2015. It was just a personal for a while. Then I archived all my non-art pics and made it into an art account in 2019. What were your goals when you first started? When I turned it into an art account, I just wanted a place to express myself and my art and attract people like me to my page, nothing more. What were your first thoughts of Instagram? It was easy to post and understand the algorithm, and it was just a nice way to share your life with others and vice versa. What made you grow? What was a certain post or reel that made you go viral? It was when I drew all the DDLC girls for Valentine's Day back in 2022. That was my first post to get over 100 likes, and was reposted by many DDLC accounts. That's how I even became a part of the fan base. What was it like to build your own community? It was a lot of work. I made sure to try and post every 3 days, interact with followers, collab with accounts, make reels, and do commissions, but it was really worth it and I met a lot of nice people. How stressful was it? Somewhat, only hard when I had commissions. Other than that, it was easy. So then I said, tell me in as much detail as you can what happened the day you lost your account and the emotions you felt. June 2nd, I found out I was suspended when I got a message on TikTok from a friend asking if everything was okay and that my account was done. My heart dropped. I knew other people were randomly getting banned, but I didn't think it would happen to me too. I immediately opened Instagram and was greeted to a page saying my account had been suspended for violating community guidelines related to CSE. And I was like, WTF? Because nothing I've ever posted was even closely related to what I had just been accused of. So obviously, I immediately appealed thinking it would work because it was clearly a mistake. The entire time I was waiting to hear back from Instagram, I was freaking out and hyperventilating because it felt like I lost the one thing I felt gave me purpose in my life. 10 minutes go by and I'm informed that they, aka the AI, still claimed I was going against the guidelines without any proof and permanently disabled my account. Reading those words, I felt like I had been shot in the chest. Spiraling, thinking, what am I going to do now? For the longest time, that account brought me my everything. Friends, community, and a career. I felt like I lost everything. And I couldn't even find any support. Instagram doesn't have any. All my associated accounts got permanently disabled as well. My figure, shop, and old art accounts. All gone in just a day. Stuff was irreplaceable. I felt like I was going through grief or even a breakup kind of pain. It seemed ridiculous to be so upset over social media, but it wasn't just that to me. It was a big part of my life, a big part of me, that I had just completely lost overnight. I cried for almost 3 days straight, constant anxiety, and I could barely eat or sleep. It felt like a big nightmare I couldn't wake up from. I felt lost, alone, and completely worthless. It felt like everything that made me something, that gave me purpose and made me feel seen, was just gone, and there was nothing I could do about it. As you can see, it affected some people worse than it affected others. Some people, they just lost an account, didn't bother them as much. And then there's people like Madelaine, who over the last 10 years built an entire community, friends, had a purpose and everything. I mean, you always have a purpose. And then lost it that quickly. And it definitely affected her. And I really hope that it gets better and that we can continue to look on the bright side and find hope in this and Instagram gets their shit together. So the next thing I ask is, what is your plan of action against Meta right now? Initially tried the Meta support route to get my account back. You have to pay for Meta Verified to get support, by the way. I had to pay for it on my boyfriend's account because I've gotten completely IP banned, so I can never be on Instagram ever again unless I get a new phone. I reached out to support, got ghosted for the first time, got my account back for the second time on June 7th, but got banned again June 8th, even though I went private and didn't post anything new. Contacted them about that, got told I was wrong and ghosted. Tried to contact them again and they banned me from using Meta support. Cancelled my subscription, of course. I'm currently threatening legal action. Wrote a demand letter that I sent June 13th, waiting for a response now. I'm very proud of her for that. That's got to be very difficult to do, but I hope that goes well. And if I get any updates on that, I will let you guys know. I said, and my last question, do you have any advice for anyone? So this is advice for anyone else who lost their accounts, any of that stuff. They said, keep going and never give up. No matter what, not all is lost, and keep fighting. Hold Meta accountable, whether it be YouTube videos, Reddit posts, etc. Spread the word. Send those demand letters. File small claims. We will all get our justice one way or another. We will not be ignored. And that's pretty good advice. Let's all give Madelaine support on other things for right now. She cannot go on Instagram, but let's find her on the other stuff so we can still continue to support her and help her out. And so she knows that we're all on her side. Again, anything else she has, I will put in the description. So if you need to find her again, I will put all that down. And if this is your first time hearing about her and this is her story or whatnot, she's an amazing artist and she helps me out all the time. So give her some support because she deserves it. So going to the next one. Okay, guys. Hey guys, so I know I just said the next one, but I have two other people I have to interview and I haven't gotten to it yet. So I'm going to make this a two-parter because I want to get this video out as soon as possible. I want to get awareness out. It's really important to me, but I will make this a two-parter. And if there's anyone else who has anything they want to say about this, any other information, links, anything, I can make this more than just two parts. I want to get this out as much as I can. Madeline has sent me some petitions you can sign. I'm going to put that in the link in my description as well. If you have any other questions, please tell me. This is something that matters a lot to me. But yeah, so hopefully we'll figure it out. I'll see you in the next one. Miss Mod out.